name's Christopher Kelly Frere, and I'm the creative lead with J5 Design. My colleagues and I can't wait to share the story of how we worked with a small housing organization to explore the intersection of design and training. We wanted to understand what happens when you step outside the door of your office and actually talk to the people that you serve. We also wanted to understand how we could transform the kind of relationship that service designers have with their clients.
We wanted to know how the staff felt. We also wanted to position ourselves as an employer of choice in the community of Red Deer. And we also wanted to know what our clients think, how they feel. Franklin found J5, and it was an absolute perfect fit for us.
This organization had been there for almost 50 years before I joined. But I wanted to go back to the fundamental. Why are we here? And what do we do while we do? People see sub-governmental organizations such as us as not only a place of opportunity, but a barrier, which means that to be able to change that mentality, we must begin to reframe how we look at things.
They were looking for a way to go through not only a transformation around what that service was, but also a transformation around how their people on the front line deliver that experience to that customer.
The Red Deer region, and Alberta as a whole, is a patchwork of affordable housing providers, with more than 400 helping organizations challenged to collaborate and serve the more than 500,000 citizens in this province who can't afford their current housing. Red Deer Housing Authority, like so many similar organizations, has struggled to adapt and innovate in response to the housing crisis. At the same time, they have a passionate and talented team of frontline staff who care about creating positive impacts, and a board and leadership team committed to empowering them. We saw two opportunities in their challenge. The first was to use service design approaches to help them understand how to make meaningful changes to their experiences. The second was to empower their team with new skill sets and mindsets so they could keep going once we're gone.
I think one of the most amazing things was how we paid for it. Accessing money differently because it was a training program got the whole thing started in a way that it was about building capacity while we were doing a consulting project. It shifts us from being a consultant in the traditional sense to being a partner and really vested with them in not only the success of the project and the success of the learning outcomes as well for them.
This project used human-centered design and co-design as its core methodologies. We prioritized learning directly from customers with the client team and delivering solutions together. Our design approach recognized that the process is the work.
Brought the maintenance team closer to kind of the service team, the front desk, Franklin himself, we all got to work on this project together. Our jobs all affect each other's department, so we have to work together as a team and kind of like say, not be in silos. We all have to be recognizing that what we do can affect this person, this department, and even the CAO.
The important aha moment came when we all had to do the personas. That for me was where every barrier went, and it was no longer about us. It was about the people we wanted to serve.
The RDHA team participated in a combination of self-serve learning modules, online workshops, field research, insight synthesis, ideation, and recommendation development. Over the 12-week learning experience, the students applied their learning in real time to a project and became our direct collaborators.
It really wasn't until we were in person and in the community with them that we really started to kind of move things forward.
Sitting back and just trying to get tenant interaction and being met with so much almost distrust and just caution really helps you understand that sitting in an office, you can't make those decisions. You need to go and talk to the tenants and be human with them, be vulnerable with them, listen to what they're saying they need. You can think that your building is safe just because you put locks on, but if a tenant says, I don't feel safe in this building, something needs to change.
The result was a report and a roadmap grounded in stories and imagery collected in the field. It was part culture playbook, part service design blueprint, and part action and prototype list. We presented this to the board of directors alongside a narrated video. Parts of it were directly metabolized by the organization, including hiring a new manager to lead tactical experience improvements that we identified in the engagement.
The result, I think, is very meaningful. It's not just, words on paper. Like, our staff were really involved. They had input, and I think the whole exercise was absolutely vital, and it was very meaningful.
So it was part learning, but also building the skills and expertise to be able to continually do the process we just engaged in. So it's not one time, but it can be continuously done, because the industry we are is constantly evolving, and these tools will be what we need to continually be able to adapt and respond to the changes we face.
Like I say, we're learning more kind of what our customer wants and needs, and what they expect out of us. So I think it's going to be positive moving forward. We're hoping to grow and get more units online so that we can help our waiting list, get our waiting list down, and get more people into housing that need it.
It made me realize that at the end of the day, we just want to be heard and understood. We don't want to be told what our experience is. You haven't walked in my shoes. You don't know how I'm feeling. You don't know what I'm going through. And everybody has a claim to that.
It was eye-opening to work alongside our clients in this kind of applied learning model. It challenged us to break open the black box that sometimes plagues design and invite them into the messier parts of our work. The work was better for it.
When we mean brave, we were hiring a design company for the first time. We didn't know what was going to be the outcome. The board went on this journey with us, and also with the government of Alberta. We didn't know when the money was going to come. Going on a path we never knew where it was going to end us. But if we had not taken that path, we would not be where we are today.